Okay, so we're back. I have adjusted my microphone. Hopefully that sounds better. Um, we are still in this uh, fortress that was ruined by the bandits, and we have successfully purged the bandits. I apparently missed a chest, so we are going to look at that real fast. Um, okay, bandages aren't bad. We'll take the helmet if nothing else to sell. Nothing else here is actually of use. Man, we apparently missed a couple of things to loot. That is really kind of unfortunate. Let's loot those while we're here. We'll take that to sell, if nothing else. We'll take that. We will give that to the monk. We'll put that into our junk bag. And so I want to trade 1% armor for 3%. I don't think I do. So we will take that. That's got that, and we'll check out this chest. And that again is going to go into our junk bag. So that will catch us up in this area. Now I've went through quite a few resources doing that. I probably want to go back down to the fort because I need to recharge some energy. I did a lot of healing and a lot of smiting in that last battle. We need to fix that. I could go into the new one, but I'd just rather get inside of here and verify somewhere safe that this is not going to be a problem. So now we're just going to go right back out. And what was our quest log again? So, for Mello, Erica's Tower, the farm prisoners, that's up to the top left of us. Hot springs are somewhere. I need more picks and shovels. This here, I should actually have all ready to turn in. So that should be pretty simple. Turn in, delivery, Slift Menace. So I think for the most part, that should be pretty okay. Oh, those are some giant bats there. Let's see what they were talking about now. Okay, let's start talking to people again. A tall, peculiar-looking man dressed in leather sits by the counter. He has long hair and a broad smile and cold, calculating eyes. Hello, he says in a soft voice. I am Jason. I sell supplies. Yeah, that's a little vague. I would agree. Well, I used to sell farming supplies when there were farms. Then I diversified. I assume he means by back up in the overworld. No. No, he does not. There are a lot of brigands in these parts. Not good, respectable thieves. Savages. They've been attacking the farms. There's one band of them in particular that I'd like to see dealt with. Perhaps I could help you deal with them. Perhaps you could do that. Go straight north towards Formello, and you may meet a group of bandits which has been extorting money from merchants passing by. Deal with them and I will pay you handsomely. Cool. Can we be more specific about your trade? No, you think. I only sell supplies for farming. He makes little air quotes with his fingers when he says the word. If you want to do some trading, I can show you what I have. Otherwise, please leave. Okay, well, I mean, he's pretty upfront about it, right? That's the weird part, is that he is not so secret about apparently doing something that into it, which is great, right? Because you would think someone would be a little more, or sorry, not a little more, a little less conspicuous about it. And he is anything but that. He does sell some, rubies in that, but I don't know why I would ever want one. Like, I don't see a reason. Chainmail vest, I'm probably okay on. Boots I don't need. None of that is really that worth it. Iron dagger's not bad, but I'm not running anyone with daggers, so we'll go ahead and just bid him good day on that. Anything we take in here? Nope, don't want to steal it. I bet there's nothing I can take here. Nope, probably shouldn't steal that. All of that is steal, steal, steal. A lot of no, no, no is what I'm hearing. Oh, I need to go back to the Fort Avernum to check for a gemstone on one of the statues. I will do that after I get through this town. A small, slender woman sits behind the counter working on fletching an arrow. Years in the underworld have made her skin white to the point of translucence. She holds up the arrow, inspects it, nods her approval, and sets it aside. Then she looks up at you. Welcome to my workshop. You can call me JR. I offer fine tools for puncturing one's foes from a safe distance. What kind of missiles do you make here? I make and sell archery supplies and javelins. Let me know if you want to purchase something. My stock is kind of low. Most everything I make has been going to the soldiers. Okay. This seems like a very violent area. There's been a lot of mentions of that, so it is. Sometimes I wish that my business was not so healthy. Who have the soldiers been fighting? To the north, goblins and Nephilim. To the west, brigands and the rare Zerakai raid. The Empire has sent us all to a violent and dangerous land. I have another question. Okay, let's see about learning about archery. I've been known to share my secrets, but only to ones of adequate prestige to be worth my time. Okay, let's see about buying some missiles. Ooh, those look nice. 9 to 27, 26 to 58. That is probably worth that. Because I'll hop back out to actually see it. 12 to 48. This just seems to be quite a bit better for priest dude. So I believe I gave him a bow, which is 10 to 30. So that's this guy here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and actually buy that. Here's the longbow, pop that out. We'll go back to her. Brood bow. I'll go ahead and give her this one. And we'll put this one in the junk bag. Okay, he's very green. You give the moldy skulls to Walner. He inspects them. Mostly ruined, of course. Bah! Expected no more. Still, I might get some use out of them. He gives you a pair of magical scrolls in exchange. The man behind the counter is short and heavy set. He wears mage's robes, not crisp and clean, but ratty, as if he'd been traveling recently. The air in here has a thick medicinal scent. There is some alchemical equipment sitting on the counter. The man sees that you notice it. Difficult to find supplies down here, but I manage. I'm Walner, the sage. Welcome to my shop. You look like you do a lot of traveling. He nods. I try to be a sage, but I've been seeing a lot of action lately. He looks down at his robes apologetically. I also need to find my own supplies. What sort of supplies? Mold and fungi. I use them to make my potions. Any of the sort you find, you can bring to me. I have been trying to find a source of mandrake and grey mold, but I have had no luck. They are terribly rare. What sort of action were you in? Captain Johnson enlisted me to help out against the foe. I was on a raid against the bandit fort up the hill to the west. It was a mess. But we fared much better than the group that attacked the Nephilim to the north. None of them returned. He looks at you hopefully. You know if you want to help, you can speak with the captain. What can a sage do? Well, my specialty is alchemy. If you have foraged any lichen, or moss or fungi with the proper properties, you can show them to me. If they are fresh enough, I can make something for you. For example, if you brought me healing herbs in adequate quantities, I could make you healing or curing potions. Even better, with the right mix of herbs, I could make a brew to speed you up in combat or restore your magical energy. Very useful, much in demand. Okay, so I can get healing potions for 2 sprigs of healing herbs. And that. I don't need any right now. Because I do have some. I have 3. I'm gonna put those. I'm gonna give those also to my monk. Any of the things like that. We will. Okay, so that gives us an idea. Anything I can just take? No. No, nothing that I can just take. How unfortunate. That's the barracks from the looks of it. Guard. Nope, not gonna fill that. Okay, not strong enough to open that. Captain Johnson, Archer, yada yada. That's a difficulty 10. You find the body of a human brigand. He apparently died of starvation, although the heavy flogging he received couldn't have helped him to stay alive. Life in Avernum is hard, and thieves and criminals who end up in Fort Duvno receive no mercy from the captain. Okay, well, like, you know, there are there are really better ways of doing that than just, you know, starving a prisoner to death. You could, for example, just murder them. That would probably be kinder at that point. But, you know, such as it is, not a whole lot you can do. Interesting. Okay, so there's just no one up here. Oh, that it was a trap. was not expecting that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and take that. First, I guess I should probably put save. 4% armor, 1% chance to evade, minus chance to hit. I'm not sure why you take a minus chance to hit on that. Iron Javelin I'll take. Scroll of Radiate Ice. Just another one of those. So I've got 3 of them now. And these, man, they don't really seem worth using, do they? For leather greaves. But they're worth a little bit. So maybe that'll be enough. We don't need any wooden shields. They won't do us any favors, and I can't sell them. Okay, let's talk to Captain Johnson. Remembering what you saw on the job board in Silvar, you tell Captain Johnson of Jay's plight. He nods. I could use another blade. I have a scout going to Silvar soon. I will send word to this young warrior. He tips you a handful of silver coins for your trouble. You see a large bearded man in gleaming steel armor. An iron halberd is strapped over his back. Clearly, he must be the captain of this fort. He is a grim man with cold eyes and a huge variety of scars. Fortunately, he doesn't look unhappy to see you. So you are here, he says. I got word promising warriors arrived in Fort Avernum. I won't pretend we don't need the help. I am Captain Johnson. I'm in charge here until we get a new commander. Tell me more about the fort. I've been in charge of it since our commander died. They should have replaced me by now, but the castle is in no hurry. We are meant to be a staging post for merchants heading north to Formello and south to the Tower of Magi and the Great Cave. We weren't intended to be the protectors of the whole Eastern Gallery. We just ended up that way. What happened to the commander? Fell to an arrow while attacking a band of brigands. Not a savvy fellow. Was put in charge of this fort in more peaceful times, and he never adjusted to the harshness of life. Why haven't you been replaced? He raises a mailed fist and slams it onto his desk. Because I get results. Because we kill without mercy. Because I live to see Nephilim blood flow freely. And they won't promote me for much the same reason. Healing, some crude supplies. Walner can make potions if you want to get proper equipment or learn magic, though. You have to go north to Formello. Okay, another question. How can I assist you, Captain? I could use some help protecting this fort from the bandits and the Nephilim. It's my job to not rest until all the vermin are dead. Okay, you have all these soldiers. What can I do? Tell me more about the Nephilim problem. Let's start with the first one. But you have all these soldiers. What can I do? Our soldiers are the best, but we can always use some adventurers too. The bandits are off balance now, and we can really use help against the Nephilim. He practically spits out the last word. There is a weird gleam in his eye. Tell me more about the Nephilim problem. His face twists into a cold grin. It's a little disturbing. Vicious vermin. I'd love to strangle every one. They're building a new fort to the north, and I sent a small group to check it out. All of my scouts were lost. We need to burn out that lair while it's still small. He grins. Of course, we're getting them back. We got one of them in the cells dying slow. Man, this is a, He frowns. You must be newcomers. Only people who just arrived would say something so foolish. When you've lost friends and loved ones to those savages, then you come back and tell me about fairness. Well, I guess I'm gonna help. Alright then. The new Nephil fort is to the north. It's being dug out by goblins right now. If you can kill their commander and come back here and talk to me, and I will reward you well. I have another question. How can I assist you? What can you tell me about the bandits? I'm not too worried about them. They live in the fort to the northwest. They destroyed several farms, but we're wearing them down. I'd like a trench to fight against the bandits. Can I help you? Definitely. The bandits have overrun a ruined fort to the west. They are led by a powerful mage. If that mage were gone, we'd have a much easier time dealing with them. Kill the magician and you will be well rewarded. Now let's talk to him again. I did it. We killed the brigand commander and he was tough too. You report to Captain Johnson that you managed to defeat the magically talented commander of the brigand fortress. Not bad, he says. That is a job which has defeated the best efforts of our warriors for months. Johnson produces a helmet and a small pouch and gives them to you. The pouch is filled with semi-precious stones. Excellent bartering goods. Thank you again for your help. Okay. Okay. Why is he not leveled up? He didn't die. Like, what? Why? Okay. Well. That being said, she also has a hair more experience. That's really interesting. So I guess everyone does not gain equal experience in this game. Kind of a pet peeve, but we can move past that. Who's Grimmett? The man in front of you is huge, leather-clad and grimy. He holds a very large hammer. The heat from his forge leaves his face flushed, and the red stands out dramatically against his pale skin. He looks over your weaponry. A warrior, I see. I'm Grimmett. I sell blades. Bet you can find in the Eastern Gallery. Nice shop. You are the fort smith? Aye. And I'm the blacksmith around here. I repair weapons and the like. You can buy some here and sell your spares as well. Can you repair anything? Actually, I just do small repairs. Now, Bautel up in Fort Draco, he can do some good repairs. Is there really a demand for blacksmithing? Oh yes, the soldiers need fresh weapons as fast as I can provide them. The raids have been coming faster and faster. Who is doing the raiding? Mainly from bandits. Lately, with the big kitties taking up the slack, there used to be lots of farms to the north. Used to be. Now, we're the only fort in this area. He pauses to think. You know, we could always use some help. Talk to Captain Johnson in the guardhouse across the street. Okay. The best weapons in the Eastern Gallery, you say? Aye. You'll have to go on a long march to find better. And if I wanted better, where would I head? Down south to the Great Cave and West Darman is where the best steel is worked. I'm not ashamed to admit it. All know it. What kind of weapons does he have? Short sword. It's a little better, but not a lot. Don't really want 2% armor probably really isn't worth that right now. Yeah, nothing really worth grabbing right now. Let's see if there's anything I can snag. That door is locked. Can't unlock it. Actually, might be able to after the guy that I'm having picking hasn't leveled up, so I actually can't. That's a mite unfortunate. Okay. Let's go see what this person's about. I'm pretty sure I've already talked to a Kale like in one of the other towns. You see a tall, attractive woman with short, dark hair. She studies you carefully as you approach, clinically searching your bodies for any sort of damage. Welcome, warrior. I am Carol of the Hamar clan, a healer by trade. My skills are much in demand in this fort. What services do you provide for a fort, do you know? I bet it's healing. I heal the soldiers of this rather struggling outpost as best I can. It is a difficult but necessary job. Struggling? What do you mean? Between the bandit raids and the Nephilim, there is no end to the wounds I must tend to. We're always looking for help against them. You can find out more from Captain Johnson. I've already talked to him, you don't really need that. What can you do for me? Alas, I have no potions to spare. However, if you pay for my time, I can share with you a few minor rituals for focusing a patient's natural energy to heal wounds. You can only teach me minor rituals? That is so. If you wish to learn more powerful techniques in the healing arts, go north to Formello or south to the Tower of Magi. What rituals can you teach me? This is really not too bad for what some of this should be. Heal some of the damage inflicted on one character. Improve curing. Minor heal. Okay, so this is for my priest guy. So I can do... I'll do 140. Okay, well I guess I'm not gonna learn that right now. Potions, Walnut to Sage, Conversation ends. Was there anything I missed? Can you heal me? We'll fade in time. Okay. Thank you for that friendly reminder tutorial message. Let's go check out this little island. Any mushrooms for me? Anything? I will take them. Nope, just Scott. You see an old man sitting under a tree. He's fishing. Are they biting? They are. Catching plenty of the pale, slimy little monsters. What do you do when you aren't fishing? Well, not much. I used to be a farmer. Now I just do odd jobs and fish. Why did you stop farming? He speaks loudly for the first time in anger. Those cat bastards. They burned my farm, they wanted the land, so they took it. Johnson sent out a group to attack their new fort, but they were never heard from, so I'm stuck here. He calms down and goes back to fishing. Guy's a little bitter about... Yeah, what sort of odd jobs? Foraging, cutting down the cave wood and shaping it into boards. Burning trash and waste. Same amount of work to get done down here as up on the surface. But we're not going to re-ask about the farming thing. That seems to be a sensitive topic. Hiss, says the lizard. It has a little collar around its neck. It must be someone's pet. Gotcha! Pet lizards down in the cave. Perfectly natural. Not all something that would be unnatural. Difficulty of 5. Difficulty of 5. Anything I can just take? Nope. Soldier. Alice. This inn is clearly much frequented by merchants and warriors, the ones who pilot caravans north and south. The proprietor waits impatiently behind the counter. Stop gawking, she snaps. I'm Alice. And this is my inn. We have drinks and supplies, sometimes we have room. That's all. Sure, let's go ahead tip 5 coins. Why not? She takes your coins, inspects them, nods, and pockets them. Then she says, haven't heard a thing. Okay. Well, interesting. I'm going to do this one more time. Let me see the menu. That literally got me nowhere. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Um, hmm. On the road like all you. Okay. Person is not real nice. Guess that can be a thing. You meet a farmer named Jake. He spends his leisure time here in the inn, playing chess against all comers and making friendly wagers on the outcome. A few minutes of observation reveals that he is a fearsome opponent. Not wanting to lose any money, you quietly move on. Alright. You see a small worried man in long robes. They show the wear and lichen stains that come from heavy travel. A holy symbol hangs prominently from his neck. He invites you to sit with him. I am Caius, a speaker of the holy chants. Come and join me. I don't mind some company, as I take a rest from my journey. May I ask why you are traveling? I bring the word to the flock. I once did so in Formello, but now I am moving to safer ground. What can you tell us about Formello? It's a city to the north. They've had troubles, though. Not as bad as down here. The worst thing that's happened so far is that some Nephilim spies stole the mayor's necklace. He laughs. Sounds trivial, I know, but it's supposed to have powerful magic. Still, the attacks were starting to increase. I'm glad that I left. Where are you going? I'm heading to the Great Cave where things are calmer. He looks worried for a moment. So I hear. Great Cave, what is that? We know that. This is where the castle is and the king. You really don't know much about Avernum, do you? It's far to the south and then west. It's the largest cavern in Avernum. It contains a number of cities and forts in the castle, the capital of Avernum. You should try to see if you ever get the chance. Another question. Traveling. Why did you leave Formello? I was assistant priest there, but the raids got too much for me. I worked for Mother Claudette, a good, fine woman. Plus, she had the ear of the mayor. If you're ever there, mention my name to her. She'll help you get settled. As for me, I'm off. Another question. Tell me about your holy symbol. He holds it up, and you see that it is a tiny die, forged of silver. I am one of the speakers of holy chants, and yet I am no missionary. Can you tell me what you worship? Nothing and everything. Everything is vast, and only those who strive and risk all can prevail. He looks embarrassed. As I said, I'm no missionary. You can learn more of our path in one of our temples. There's one in Formello. I would like to learn more holy rituals. Then travel north to Formello. If you would expand your magical knowledge, there is much to be learned there. Okay. That is going to be apparently all for that conversation. And I think that gets me touch base on all the rooms. This here, I believe, is like block 5 again. Yep, 5. This is like a 10. Phew boy. They really do not want that prisoner getting out. We're going to do a battle before I do any leveling up. There's no sense in spending the time to level up all my characters if I'm just going to immediately level up a character. Let's go scout out over here. You encounter a stray, lost group of cave cows. They must have wandered away from a nearby farm. You try to round them up in the hopes of gaining a reward, but they're surprisingly nimble and stubborn. Eventually they escape. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to... Yep, okay, cave cows. Don't really know what I'm supposed to do with you. Um... You find an abandoned campsite. There is a human body here, heavily decomposed. Here she died violently, probably killed by something with large teeth and claws. A stained and slightly rusty sword sits on the ground nearby. We're gonna take it. We're gonna take the sword. Bronze sword. Okay. Well, it's just a basic short sword, so I mean, I'll go ahead and equip it. And I'll put that down there just in case, for whatever reason, I need to not have it equipped. Definitely a possibility in this game, seeing as how we know nothing else. I need to go to Avernum. That is the thing I need to do, because gemstone by a statue. So where are some statues? Not there. Man, I don't remember seeing any statues anywhere else. There's a statue there. You find a small panel on the base of the statue, right where you were told that it would be. You open it and find a glittering crystal about as long as your hand, wrapped in a piece of lizard skin. Let's go ahead and take it. Now we have that. Cool. We are going to do a save, because knowing my luck, I will get into trouble and have to redo all of that. And that sounds like a terrible time. That's brigands, isn't it? Sure is. Okay, time to murder them. Super murder them. Apparently that's what we're doing. We are going to switch to range, because he does not need to do anything. We're going to do Bolt of Fire. This guy. He can just die. Okay. Oh, and I missed. That is unfortunate. And now that guy is just dead. Cool. We're going to use returns, take their daggers, because they had the audacity to disrespect us, right? We had to put them in their place by murdering them and looting their bodies, as you would any foe. I think that's the only reasonable response, really. There's another camp. A small group of goblins is camped at the base of the east wall. They watch you warily as you approach. There aren't too many of them, and they aren't well armed. They also don't seem to want a fight. We'll be nice. If they don't want to fight, we don't gotta fight. At least not until, like, they make it my purpose to have fight them. Okay, there's hidden caches. Things I did not know in this game. Poison resistance, acid resistant. Gonna go ahead equip that. Anyone need boots? No. Okay. In that case. Yeah, I don't need those boots. I've already got better boots for him. You find the remains of a campfire. A group of people, probably human, camped here recently. Looking to the east, you can see that the cave wall is heavily cracked. Perhaps someone could, with care, slip through one of those cracks. It might merit a closer observation. Okay. There are a lot of supplies stored here, heaped around a cold and abandoned campsite. There's some water and goods for barter, and some nice javelins as well. You could easily switch through the sacks and take everything useful. Aw. Iron javelin and 70 coins. Yep, that is okay. You encounter a band of roving brigands. They seem to have decided that you are an easy target. The leader hails you. Hold on a moment there. These are our caves. If you want to pass, you must give us 50 gold. If you do not, rest assured that we will act in an immediate and violent way. Cool. You get to die. You get to super die. That's a giant lizard. First guy is dead. Split off to take care of him. He gets to die. Do I need a call beast? I don't think I need to. Man, that one guy is really like the target, right? You know, he just keeps getting hit so much. He gets hit so much more than my tank does. It's kind of absurd. Okay, well let's pull fire and we're going to get some of that weight off him. Now he's only got 2 people attacking him. Okay, apparently not just 2. I don't know why they want to just murder his face. But they really want to murder his face, and I should probably heal him. Yeah, it's a good thing I healed him. He would be totally dead if I didn't. Let's kill that. Kill that. Murder. Fireball! Not on Albus. On the... How do you miss with a giant fireball? That's the part that is really concerning to me. That you just miss with a fireball. I like relatively close range, right? Okay, well. You have defeated the bandits. You don't find any loot on them. You must have been their first intended victims of the day. Fort Duvno will be very grateful for your help. Okay. Yeah, I don't mind having raided that little wall crevice now. The already moist and sulfurous tunnels of Avernum grow even more humid in this direction. You think you're approaching some sort of fumarole or other volcanically active location. As you walk east, you see many large bats flying near the ceiling of the eastern gallery, as if they are following you or hunting you. Okay, reassuring. I am going to save because I would like to not get murdered. Oh boy. Okay, into the bat cave, but without the cool gadgets. You're at the mouth of a high-ceilinged cavern filled with the reek of guano and the loud squeaking of a multitude of bats. The goblin body at the entrance provides fair warning. The bats here aren't the warm, cute, cuddly bats you're used to. No, they're not. Well, we can take the leather jerkin, we'll take the coins, take the crude spear, we'll take the healing potion, we'll leave the boots. Iron javelin, I just put there. Leather jerkin I don't need. Oh, I should probably, man, that bronze helmet really isn't any, is it me or is it just not really any different from the other one I had? I mean, I'll give it to him. He's been doing a pretty good job with hitting things, so he should be okay. The sign says Bat Cave. Beware bats. 1 bat, 2 bat, 3 bat, 4. How many bats can I kill before I hit the 4? Let's give my characters a little bit more stuff. Improves your chance to hit and damage with melee weapons, enables you to wear heavy armor without being encumbered. We'll do 1 there. I've got 2 and 2 here. I will do a point into that. Multiple characters can combine their knowledge. I'll give them point at cave lore, actually. Actually, let's see if that changes what traits I get. Nimble fingers, quick learning, earned by 5%, don't really need that. Each level increases your damage of melee attacks by 3%. Already did that. So I already had sure hand. Improved strength. It did say this can be combined, right? Okay, which is more just like the amount of it in your party, right? I'll go ahead and give that to him. And then he is using a spear. I'm going to go ahead and give him another point. Well, I gotta... Okay. I think I'm going to give him a... I'll give him another point of endurance. Put a point there. Because I do need to start getting that up some. So that would... He would have had 4. So my other guy puts us at 5. And I really need a point of cave knowledge. I can't do another thing in nimble fingers right now. So I gotta be level 5 before I can do that. My backstab is fine, but because I'm not really ever gonna be close enough to do that. Improved endurance, improved strength. I'm gonna improve my strength with him. So that way he can do a little bit better. My next level, I'll do something with. We'll see. We'll see what I do with him. I will... My intelligence is pretty okay on him. I do probably... let's do a point of health. As much as I hate to, I probably really need to. Priest spells. Man, I just don't really know that that gives me enough to actually be worth doing anything with. I will duck out of a point of arcane and do cave lore. Oh, I got that. Healing focus, blessing focus, elemental focus, summoning focus. Okay, but like you don't summon things, do you? I don't think he does. We're used by one energy blessing. So he currently has 90 energy. That's probably worth picking up for him. Why did it give me 95? It really shouldn't have, right? And I don't really care about getting her bow skills up because she will never be hardly using them. I will do another point in intelligence. We are going to do mage spells and arcane. Improve intelligence 1. Summoning focus might actually be good for her. So I know she gets a few summons. Let's do summoning focus. So I like to summon things, especially if they can provide another body to be smacked around. Real good things. We're going to look at some spells just real quick. Turn life, divine retribution, heals. Oh, ooh, he does get some summon spells. But his summon spells are probably less important, I think. Yeah, like, I mean, that I would need. Talk to sages in town or read spell books and dungeons to learn spells. So this is one that is not a pre-spell thing. That I need pre-spell of 17. That's not a lot. Okay. We want to put him here. Let's go ahead and summon this creature. There's a lot of these. Definitely not a small amount. Okay. Another bad day. That one gets hit. That one gets hit. The skeleton over there can deal with that. And cook that. Okay. We're going to just cycle through a couple of turns. Seems okay. course, I will say that. There are limitations to all good fortune. One health and one energy. That's something. This cave totally has no giant murder bat problems. Ooh, I can shoot over that? That is important to keep in mind for when enemies eventually do that to me. Man, I got a little closer to that than I wanted. We'll just murder that. Murder that. Space. Move back. Okay. We done with the murder? I think we're done with the murder. Oh, that's a skull. That emerald can go to 10. More bat. Stays down. Leather bracers. We're just going to wait. Yeah, I figured there was no way that was going to reach me and then actually do anything. Okay, so that's some giant rats over there. So that's a switch. Before I open that, we're going to clear out over here. Bronze helmet. I'll take it, but I think I'm just going to put it in the junk bag. I don't really want to equip that to him. He already doesn't hit a ton. Some silver coins. Will not say no to that. Okay. Oh, that's a big rat. Is there a way? I really can't rotate my map, can I? That's just hugely unfortunate. Oh, he missed that. That's a bolt of fire. I mean, it took some damage. May not be that beefy after all. I think I'm actually probably gonna skip this guy's turn. No reason to have him take damage when he doesn't need to. And it looks looks like I may just be able to kill this thing mostly from a distance. Aldous may take a hit, and he did, but it's not a big enough hit to be problematic. We'll actually have him swap places with Aldous now. If I can get that highlighted properly. So I think that's my biggest complaint with the game is that no. I don't want to attack my character. Maybe it won't let me because he's already acted. That must be it. Only thing I can think of. And Giant Rat is dead. And dead. I should actually go hit that hidden passage that I was talking about, shouldn't I? That would help. Okay. Well, there's something here. Take the flawed crystal. Give it to the monk. We'll have him take the gold ring. Spell ward. Gives your group resistance to magical attacks. Yeah, I actually do want him to have that. I think that is beneficial for him to have. Okay. What's up with the crystals? There's another fierce rat. We are going to hit you in the face. More in the face. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. More in the face. I don't think they would have dropped anything. I would be wrong. Another crystal. And some more leather greaves, which I will put these in the junk bag. We're gonna save. I get the feeling down here could be something nasty. It could be something nasty or something really just not even a bother. Okay, well, I guess there's just nothing there for the crystals. They're just there. I mean, that seems odd to me, but that could just be the way of it. Miss that in the face. Miss that in the face. Oh boy. Okay. Man, he really just gets hit. Okay, one fierce rat dead. Can I just move into that square? No. Okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna do it that way. We are going to minor heal Marion. Because Marion gets hit in the face like it's his job. And I really wish he wouldn't. Because it's not his job to get hit in the face. He's supposed to be next to the guy getting hit in the face. And he really just fails to do that job. He just gets hit in the face instead. What's his health? 20. Well, that really sucks. 17. Could you just stop having that hit you in the face like that? Like, I would really appreciate it if that would stop occurring. Escaped experiment. There's no point in healing or curing when I'm just going to have to do it again. That being said, I would love if my person would just not miss. Yep. Now, hit in the face. Cool. Like, I've got to keep burning energy to keep him alive. That's how big of a problem that really is to me. 42. Man, I just really don't trust him not to get murdered. That's the tragedy of it, is I don't trust him not to get murdered. I can cure him now. Yeah, you're running away. I am going to try and murder you. Girdle of strength. 2 armor, plus 1 strength. Yeah, I think that's worth it. And then I'll give that to this guy. So I guess this just goes on the ground, so I don't actually need it. Okay, what do I actually have down here? Just a giant rat, and a giant rat. And we're just gonna try to kill that one. That was dumb. That was so dumb. Some of the auto-pathing in this game is bad, to say the least. Okay. Killed it without getting someone poisoned. I consider that a win. Scroll of Steel Ward. Resistance to physical attacks and acid. I'll give that to her. Don't really need a broken sword for like any reason. I really don't want to fight those again. It is not worth the effort that that took. Beautiful crystal can be sold in a store for extra cash. I mean, all of this just looks like valuables. Okay, hey. I'm good with some, cash items. Sorry. Look, when you have a hidden passage that descends a set of stairs, and at the bottom of the stairs you have skeletal remains, right? Skeletal remains. That's not a good thing. That is the antithesis of a good thing. That is actually a bad thing. Oh, and there's lava? Why does there need to be lava? Here's the answer. There doesn't need to be. Okay. Smoldering bat, smoldering back. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. So we're going to move here. We're going to move here. We're going to move here. And we're going to move here and call these. Oh, bolt fire, dude. Man, that's why I was. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Minor heal. I don't think I actually have any spells I can cast with her. Days. Yeah, shield chant. That's about all I can really do. Mage spell. Hope for curses. I just need to deal with her. man, I just don't even know what I can do against some of that. That's a lot of stuff just coming to really hurt me. Minor heal. Aldous. That's bad. Wombat dead. Minor heal. What's his name? Punch that in the face. Dead. Dead. I can actually punch that in the face and miss. I'm gonna have minor heal. I can't take the risk of that murdering him. Okay, that was terrible. I don't know how many more there could possibly be down here, but potentially enough that it's a pain. We're going to do that. We're going to save. Cave of Fire. Because literally nothing about that was good. How are there still more? How are there still more? We're gonna pre-spell protection. We're going to well and blow. Oh my goodness! Why? Okay. So I'm going to I'm just going to spend a turn healing. Actually, he can heal and then hit it in the face. He can heal and hit something in the face. I just need to heal myself. And then bow shot. Okay. I think it's actually probably an okay situation. Don't get me wrong, it's not a good situation, right? Especially not one. And again, if it could just like stop setting people on fire, that would do wonders for my morale right now, because I'm having to go through some of my supply stuff. Okay. We are going to move here. We're going to move here. Okay. Another save. Cave of Fire. Because none of that is a good thing. Just like, so much of that is just so much nope that it's ridiculous. He doesn't have any kind of good cloak. Okay, so it just weighs a little more. Chainmail vest. 16% armor. Yeah, I think that's actually worth giving him. Silver necklace goes to him. Heavy boots. 6% armor. Man, 2% armor. I think that goes in the junk bag. Energy potion will go to... He's already got one. He could use one. And we are going to equip this on him. Put that in a junk bag. And then... let's use some of this finished food. Man, that's actually kind of worse than some stuff. Why is that actually worse stuff? Like, I guess it's like 25 each. We are going to do some curing, I think, though. So, I'm gonna heal her. And shield will go to this guy. A little heavier, a little bit more chance to miss, but you know, the alternative is just get murdered. Maybe useful for him. Okay, molten bat. Why is this on the ground? Okay, well, I guess I'll take those while I'm there. Honestly, I don't know that I actually want to get close to any of that. Not if I can help it. I do not want to encourage that thing to breathe fire. Let's see if there's another bat that comes around. Okay. So far that seems okay. Now it seems less okay. Seems less okay. This area is just so dangerous. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. We are going to all beast. Oh my god! Ooh. None of this is good for me. None of this is even a little bit good for me. That's not great. He is poisoned though. Man, this is not good. Whew. Man, I don't even know. Okay. So I can use this opportunity to cast protection. And everyone can focus on one enemy right there. I think that'll end up okay. Maybe. Maybe it'll end up okay. That's literally not even what I wanted to see happen. That has to die now. Barrel White gets to die. Little cave worm, I would love if you would move. Man. What is my item situation like? Oof. Oof. None of this is good. Well, that hurts my morale. Okay, Ghoul has to die first. Outside of the fact that he can't hit him. Minor heal. Who's worse off? 40, 34. Okay. Could they stop regening? It's becoming as... Okay, fine. Call Beast. We're going to hit that guy in the face. And we're just going to try and... Man, I really don't have enough energy to do that. So, I guess... bow. Man, am I just like straight up just not strong enough for this? Man, like what is this? It does not take away any damage. Yeah, he deals spines damage back to me, and I'm just not dealing enough damage. I literally cannot do this right now. We're going to load and I come back here. I literally cannot out damage that. That sucks. After I went through all of that, I just can't. I can't out damage it. That is a bummer. I'm trying to think. Some better armor will help. I think apparently another level or two will make a difference. But I did kill a bunch of bats. Also burned through a bunch of my resources, so I need to run back to the town. A group of Avernum troops operating out of Fort Duvno approaches you. When they see that you aren't bandits, they warn you to be careful. There are bandits and crazed Nephilim in this area, the captain says. Then they depart. What are those? That's what they are. They're venomous worms. Sometimes I really wish my curiosity would not get the better of me. Oftentimes it is just not worth it. That being said, they were all really low level, so not a bad thing, I guess. Oh, the fort is all the way down here. That's further down than I expected it to be. If you would like to enter the town, I would appreciate it. Let's go talk to the captain, because I should have another reward. Captain Johnson says you wish to talk more. Okay. Well, nothing of a reward there, unless I'm missing something. Jason of Fort Duvno. So where is? Oh, I know where. I know where. I'm dumb. It's down here. The farmer guy. Is it the farmer guy? Yeah, farmer guy. I found the bandits you told me about. They won't be troubling you anymore. Jason says, "Ah, yes, I have heard already of your glorious triumph over that band of murderers." He presents you with an iron shield he kept behind his counter. This is not magical, alas. Magic is rare down here. However, it can deflect many a blow. Cool. So I've already got an iron shield though, after fighting a bunch of fire bats. It is a little less impressive when you put it that way. This is two-handed. Crude spear. Can I get a better spear for this guy? Well, 16 to 48, basic attack spear. That's an improvement. And they're both two-handed. Pretty sure. Sure, why not? Just basic belt. We'll go ahead and give him that belt. May as well. Let's see, was there any other quests that I can do while I'm here? sure. Bury the input keeper in Silvar. Okay. Well, we can go check out a little mossy patch up over here. And there's still those cows. So we're gonna head this way. I'm not sure I even want to know what those things were. They look like mutant kangaroos. So you're on a swampy outcropping in the middle of a large stagnant pool. The smell is awful. You discover a small patch of bright green moss. Some of the tufts are quite fresh and you recognize them as a variety used in healing potions. Let's take it. Okay, so just healing herbs. What are those things? Like, I've got to find out. Yeah, I guess I'll let them go. No sense, I guess, murdering down a bunch of animals if they're terrified of you. That's just mean. Okay, another hidden cache. No, this time they get murdered. Okay, so they're just a bunch of cave wolves is what they are. And it seems pretty easy for the picking. Probably should get him a better sword. I don't want to because I'm cheap. But I think I'm really at the point where I probably need to. Especially going into some of the tougher areas that might be coming up. Okay, so we have here, which is City Hall. Paul. No, okay. Go for tunnels. Oh, this is Kotra. This isn't Silvar. That explains a good many things. I don't think there's anything I can do for the here. Silvar. This I could do. Enough prisoners. So that's for Kotra. That's the one that I need for there. Silvar is down here. Okay. Now this should be a little more familiar to me. N is over here. Maybe I discovered a hot spring. I don't know that I did, but maybe. You tell Gary a heart-stopping tale of vicious battles against bats. He nods approvingly and presents you with a pouch of coins and a bronze sword. Oh, a bronze broadsword. That's a better sword. Okay, I guess I haven't found a hot spring yet. Guess I don't. Thought I did. Okay, still just humming. I still don't have a boat for over there. Let's see if I can talk to this. You know, I guess I'm really okay on money. So I can probably do a boat. But the thing is, the guy up north sells more boats for like 100 less. Okay. I guess I'll just take this one. Okay. Man, that's a really janky boat animation. I'm not terribly surprised. You see shapes ahead, lurking in the ever-present shadows. You try to back away unnoticed, but they smell you. They're goblin spies. The goblins were a common pest on the surface until the Empire started to wipe them out. Most of them were killed, but a large number of them were dumped into Avernum. Once here, they bred like mad. Now they're your problem. Yay. Oh. Oh. Cool. 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 Goblin warrior, goblin warrior, goblin warrior. They should all pretty much get murdered. I'll just step away. And now they're dead. Isn't that peaceful life? Poor young man or woman, doesn't really matter now. They're dead. They died doing what they maybe loved? I don't know. Maybe they didn't love what they were doing. It's really not better than what I got. Robe, not better. Boots, not better. Bronze Spear it goes. Oh, I bet I gotta buy boats on both places. One for this side of the river and one for the other. Will it let me go over there? No, it does. Well, let's go back into town for now, because we will go and talk to what's the name over here. She was having some issues. See, another Carol. Carol sits behind the counter, waiting to sell you some bread. She seems painfully nervous and self-aware. Hey, we killed some goblins hiding behind your store. Oh, thank you. I will be so much less worried now, I think. But then, if there were some goblins back there before, there could be more later, couldn't there? Oh dear, I'm more worried than ever now. She shakes her head sadly. Well, we tried. Boundary board's done with there. I really don't have those picks and shovels. But I can go check in that other part of the cave. Not the cave, but the mage tunnel down here. I can do that. Let's see if I can find the last couple sets of those. There should very much in theory be nothing else down here that could potentially be a problem for me. Well, let me rephrase that. Nothing outside of this potential area here. He is carrying our herbs. The scales. Roller group heal. I'll actually give that to her. I don't need those lamps. Roll of radiate ice. This one I'll give to him. Potions of healing. He could use a second. Bandages. Yeah, I need. He already has some of. Stone servant. The stone worker doesn't respond when you approach. Mages tend to create these constructs to do heavy lifting for them. Once the animating wizard departs, the mindless creation is left to crumble silently away. Some kind-hearted people feel that this conduct is cruel mistreatment of these creatures/objects. Agitating too loudly about this in the Empire is one good way to earn a free trip to Avernum. Okay. Well, I mean, unfortunately, no picks or shovels. So, I mean, darn. I'm not sure where more picks or shovels could possibly be. Because I got the hammer. I don't need a hammer. Just don't need them. Yeah. Maybe it's out in the wild somewhere. On the wild blue yonder. Yonder in this case being the lakes of Avernum, since we don't really have, you know, guys that we can go across. Arguably though, Avernum itself may not have very blue water, even if it's portrayed that way. Okay. There is a human woman and a group of goblins hidden back here. A strange combination. They saw you coming and are prepared to defend themselves. They don't seem to want to fight you though. Leave peacefully. But like, okay. I wish I would know more about what's going on there. But I guess that's not on my lot. Carefully pilot under the bridge. Let's assume I'm going to get murdered by a living crystal. You find a large pile of rubble here. Not all of it is boring, worthless rock. At the base of the heap is a large, flawless quartz crystal. Take it. Okay. I mean, that's not terrible. Nothing over here that I really can't access. I can maybe access some of those locked rooms now, though. That's difficulty 7. From here I can access, though. Just a quick save. Just gonna take that. that. Dried meat. That's a gold bar. Okay, so I can't unlock that other one. That there seems where I can't go. Okay, so I mean that area there didn't really have that much I couldn't access. Okay. You're at the base of a huge spire of rock with a large spring at the top. Clear, glittering water, gleaming eerily in the light of the glowing fungus above, showers down in the crystalline cascade. From here, it flows south into the enormous underground sea. I wonder, do you guys think that would qualify as the hot spring for that one guy? Maybe. We can actually find out since it's just right down here. Okay, can't roll that far away blindly. Can we not get caught on the rock? Okay, boat. So boat does not circumnavigate as well as your party does. Let that be a lesson to us all. Okay, there we are. Is there anything locked in here? I don't think there was. So I need a dock first. I do need a dock first. You would think I would realize that. I don't need to talk to him anymore. I already did that. Okay. Does not count as a hot spring. I want to go see if this gal met up with her sister yet. Okay. Well, darn. I don't really want to travel probably anywhere else by water right now. I feel like that's a good way to get myself killed. Okay. So there's a camp there. Oh, I should equip that sword. I've had that for a moment. Bronze broadsword. 23. Yeah, like it's just straight up better. Just straight up better. I'm pretty sure that's where I got this. Yeah. We'll go here. One moment. Okay. So don't view that as anything. Don't really want to go irritating those guys yet. I do intend to, but I want to make sure I'm not setting myself up to get murdered violently and spectacularly. Okay, so this actually connects properly there. That's not something I expected. I bet that's a cache. Found a gold necklace for it. I'm also gonna have to fight some goblins. And it sucks to just miss. How? So, I think it's really weird that, at least in this area, whenever you, or like on the surface world, that you regain health for just moving, but you don't in the actual world. I get that it's supposed to be a longer journey. It's just a little interesting, I think. Just think it's a little interesting. Is there anything else worth picking up? Absolutely not. Cool. So we are going to go over here. And we're going to save before we go fight these guys, because supposedly these guys are big, mean, really powerful enemies. I don't know that this is actually true. Nepharim are a different breed of Nephilim. Larger, sterile, and far more prone to violence. The moment they see you, they attack. Just want to see kind of do a little bit of damage so I can see their health pool. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's not gonna be a thing. As much as I would love to just apparently brute force my way into that, I don't think I will be allowed to do so. Shreds of armor and broken weapons indicate some sort of battle or ambush took place here. The blood smears on the ground are still fresh. Since there's no rain down here to wash them away, we aren't sure who was fighting who. Okay. So what's all this down here? You encounter a lone creature. Lost and desperate, it's a reptilian humanoid, the size of an adult human wielding a large two-tined spear. This must be one of the infamous and dangerous Slith Zerakai. When it sees you, it doesn't bother to speak. Instead, it emits a vicious hiss and charges you. Look, if you wanted to die that bad, you could just like done something. That being said, if you could take some damage, that would be great. Okay. Just had some really bad rolls. That's all. And some more really bad rolls. Man, that got me a level up after all those quests again. Crude Javelin. We'll give that to... what's his name? I actually probably should give it to him. Is what I should do. But let's go to the surface first. Inventory. We're going to drop these over here too. 15 to 60, 50 to 62. That takes care of that. You find the ruins of what was once some sort of farm or homestead. It is now a burned out shell, clearly the victim of some sort of attack. I mean, that makes sense, yeah. We're essentially in the, well, I was gonna say we're in the borderlands of like Avernum. That's not true. All of Avernum is like the borderlands. This is just like a egregiously violent one. I guess that's different, right? You see a homestead ahead by a small lake. Smoke is rising from it. From here, you can't tell if the smoke is coming from a bonfire or a house fire. Let's approach and investigate. You approach the farm and find a ruin. What is more, it's been a ruin for some time. The smoke came from an unattended bonfire, left there to lure you in. As you turn to leave, you see the approaching bandits. That's not a small number. That's 9. Goblin Flinger. Probably want to try to eliminate that. Roll here. And just put some distance between my 2 more vulnerable people in the party and them. Ooh, that actually kind of hurt. I was not anticipating that. I should probably heal. I don't really want to, but I should. Probably a good decision after seeing how that played out. Okay, now I can just murder this. Yeah, super straightforward after that. Take. Screw Javelin, because he's my Javelin guy at this point. I skipped too many turns. Nothing there. Okay, well. You enter and search the house, afraid of what you might find. Fortunately, there are no signs of violence inside. The owners of this house must have fled before the bandits arrived. Well, that's a relief. It's nice to not just have a group of people be murdered viciously. Okay, so that's that cave. This is a different cave. Important distinction, I feel. That's a very different cavern entirely. Okay. Well, we are going to save before we go into this cave. Because I don't trust this game. Sometimes it's fine, and then when it's not, you just walk into death. And that's not a good... Can we not just have a bunch of skulls laying around? That's not necessary. Like, it's not necessary, man. Interesting indeed. This is very interesting. Now you know what evil dungeons are like before they actually become evil dungeons. This humanoid lair is still under construction. You would guess that the Nephilim will live here eventually, and they have put goblins to work to do all of the heavy lifting. You had both races on the surface, and the smaller were often forced to work by the larger. From inside, you can hear the sounds of tools striking stone and the harsh voices of goblins. It is in your power to put a quick end to their labors. Goblin warrior, goblin flinger. Well, let's just... Not missing would be great. Okay. So this goblin flinger is significantly weaker than the other one. Okay, not quite far enough. That is unfortunate. Murder. In turn. crystal, crystal. I hope I can find that third pickaxe and shovel here. That would be the ideal situation. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? I see. There's the one up here. I can't. Oh no. I'm just going to wait for it because it's clearly coming down to fight me. No? Okay. Giant rat, giant rat. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. We'll just wait a turn. That's a hidden passage on the wall. That goblin gets to die. Okay. I mean... Yeah, let's not just sit here and take that. And hit in the face. Let's just go get this over with. These goblins are going to die anyhow. May as well be by my hands. That way I get the loot and the experience from it. Mine, mine. Crude javelin will be his. There's a ham on the ground and a pillow. 2 hams on the ground. Sorry. Let's just go ahead and take those. I wonder how I would get there. Got some exploring to do here, that's for sure. Sorry, what was that? Just rock? Fucking clay. Okay, well, that was a bunch of nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Now you get hit in the face real hard. Yeah, that's what I expected to happen. Game. Okay. Another trash hauler. Punch in the face real hard. Sign says, Grosnaw crack crack. Okay, whatever that means, it also has a red X at the bottom. Well, I don't know what it could possibly mean. But I can tell you that the goblins are not a peaceful people. And as a result, they pretty much gotta die. Pretty much just gotta die. But let's level up first. Let's do strength. Another 2 points. We'll go to swords. Did that. Let's give him another point of combat stuff because I was definitely having some issues. Yeah, let's do another point of hardiness. That seems That seems like a good idea. He will get a missile weapons. I don't really need those at this point. I've made a mistake with this guy. I've not leveled him the way I really should have. We'll put a point in hardiness for him too. No, I can't, because I really need. I need more points in that. I need more points in the lock picking. Need to get into those areas. We're going to do another point of intelligence. We are going to do peace spells and we'll do cave lore again, just to continue getting that up. We're going to do another point of intelligence, and then we are going to definitely do both of those, because I need to get more spells. And have I learned any more yet? No. What's the next point that I learn? Mage skill spell is 7, and that's when I get minor summon. I really need Icy Rain. That would be a great little tool for me to have. Notice that an odd discolored outcropping of stone is sticking out of the wall nearby. You're attempting to push it in and see what happens. Well, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, where's theirs? I don't know why I thought I saw something of value in that. Totally wasn't. Was nothing of value in that. This here, however, totally has a little bit of value. That goes in the cell bin and shield ring. 1% chance to evade attack. Well, when you put it like that, I think I'm gonna take it. Okay, so I still have. Let's go hit that first. Pants, gold necklace. Cool. Poor individual. Should just not have been wherever they were. Was destined for suffering and sadness. That's really heartbreaking. Goblin, goblin, goblin. Are those spider webs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can close enough distance to smack it. Let's see. That I am going to apparently not use any of my stuff on. Never mind. I thought I was going to. Could have sworn I was. Oh well. Man, poor Marion, like he just gets beat up so badly. And there's really like no reason for it. Like, does he just have like an aggro sensor? Because he's not supposed to. Like, he's really not supposed to be the target like this. We're just gonna... I mean, do I even want a minor heal? Yeah, I probably do, because I can get some of that back. Yeah, 2 energy. That's probably exactly what that cost, more or less. Belt is worthless. Dagger is worth a little bit. I don't really need the hammer. Javelin. He gets that. And none of that is anything I really want. I'm gonna save because I don't really want him to follow me. Okay, and it doesn't look like he's going to do anything beforehand. So it's safe to save over because I don't want to lose someone to someone doing something stupid. You meet a human in tattered armor. He is clearly underfed and the goblins have beaten him as well. He is unsurprisingly thrilled to see you. A rescue! At last! I am Hinthek. Is it safe to flee? What are you doing here? I was part of a group that raided these caves. We thought they didn't know we were coming, but they must have seen us, because they nailed us when we entered the main cave. I don't know what happened to the others. How many were in your group? There were 10 of us. A bunch of them died in the ambush. Others hid in the tunnels. This place is riddled with hidden passages. 2 of us were captured. Only I lived. Hidden passages. The goblins have built a few hidden doors. Look for spots of weird color on the wall, then push them. Then consider yourself freed. I will never forget your help, he thinks. You know, I heard one of them mention something about a shaman in one of the back rooms, and about a key it was guarding. Just thought you'd want to know. He flees from the cell, moving towards the exit as fast as he can. You've done your good deed for the day. Well, that's unfortunate for, you know, anyone that wasn't him. For anyone that wasn't him. Incredibly unfortunate. Just leather pants. He's got leather pants. Does he have leather pants? He does have leather pants. I think I'm gonna give them to her. Just think it might be useful. Okay. Oh, there's a pick. This is a small hidden storeroom. A pile of hammers, sacks of cement, and other building supplies sit in the corner. Scissors, pot, crystal. Sure. I'm not gonna say no to that. Overall, pretty good. Okay. Well, that's the goblin shaman they were talking about. We're just gonna throw protection. Three. 4. And smack in the face. I guess I might be a little stronger here somehow. I don't know how, but apparently I am. Okay. Yeah, they like I couldn't do anything about that. Wait, he was supposed to be guarding a key. I don't know how I forget that so quickly. But he is supposed to be guarding a key. Um I guess there's a different goblin shaman? Though like I guess. So that would be, two people there, third person there, fourth, fifth. So there's potentially 5 more people in here that I can find. If that is how we're doing this. That hurt. Right in the face. Nephew gets the worst of it. Okay. That's pretty good. Hard to get much better than that situation. Cool. Didn't even have to do anything. I'll take the silver coins. Sandals are great lightweight armor, I guess, but like boots do more or less the same thing. I don't think I really care about that. Ah, you poor soul. Just been a terrible, terrible situation. I am probably going to go ahead and equip that for him. He could use that. Food short sword. That can go in the junk bag, but I don't need it. Food short sword in bag. That's not a weird area at all. Okay. Garrus Splittail. I bet that's their leader. I mean, this is pretty okay. Fireball. Okay. And stabby. Okay. Crude broadsword. How does that compare? Doesn't. But I will take it. Give him the radiate ice because the other guy already has a few. I'll give the crude broadsword to him actually. Because I mean, it's still better. Because he's like still using like a beginning game weapon. And that's just not practical. She doesn't have a healing potion anymore. She should get a healing potion. That. Cavewood longbow, 27 to 61. Which would be... Yeah, okay. Why is his longbow stronger? But okay. What's his? 2761. Like again, just better. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Gold coins. Quite a few gold coins, really. Papyrus. I don't need any of that. Let's, because that's 13 to 52. Okay. I mean, that's still better. So, I don't know if there's really a situation. 13 to 39. Guess it's better than nothing. Nope. We're just gonna range this. Anyone else? There is someone else. I don't really want to get a lot closer because I don't know how many of them there are up there. We'll skip 2 turns. Seems okay. Literally nothing of use. Let's clear this out before I open that. Crude short sword. Speed potion. Crude dagger. Speed potion I'll give to her, I guess. Okay, so I should be able to open this now without too much concern. There's another person. There is some writing here, painstakingly scratched into the wall. It reads, ambushed in entry cave, Nephilim and Nephar 2. Split up, ran, lots of secret tunnels, some hidden. Hope rescue in time. Considering that there is a dead human on the floor underneath the message, it seems likely that help did not arrive in time. Words of wisdom, I guess. They really came in ill prepared. Like, their gear for the most part, not super up to snuff for this. I think I found the shaman. Beast. Texan. Okay, game. I guess moving in combat mode will prevent dialogue from triggering. Isn't that unfortunate? A goblin shaman stands tall, well as tall as possible, in front of this dark stained altar. He totters underneath the weight of all the trophies and carved fetishes he wears. He points down at you from his perch. You humans, so arrogant. Always think you're killing goblins easy. Well, Shaman Dorva says is in for you. We fight with Nephilim, and they are tall. The Nephilim warriors standing behind them snarl fiercely. Then they all attack. Well, this is not how I imagined this setup going, right? Like, everything about this is not how I wanted it. Oh boy. Let's switch to melee. Cool, got a cleave. Let's go ahead. Fireball that. I may as well. I need to spend some energy. Okay. Cool. Bow kills that. Fireball. That guy, get him that wounded. We're just gonna kill him. I do not want to deal with him for longer than I need to. The more enemies that could possibly heal up, the worse it gets for us. And now I've got him trapped. So this should be pretty straightforward from here. Unless he does something kind of dumb. And it doesn't look like he will. The summons are more or less pretty weak. He's not hurting me a ton. And my better weapons have helped a fair amount. The leader of this outpost has been destroyed, along with most of his allies. This is a huge setback for the northern tribes that are fighting Avernum. Okay, well, let's end that. 2 health. Okay. Coated cloak. Some areas of Avernum are very cold. Snug warm. Okay, 5% fire resistance. I mean, sure. He can get the next one. Iron gauntlets, minus 5% chance to hit. 4 pounds. A little bit better armor. I may as well equip them. I'll toss them over to him just in case. Leather gloves, 2%. Yeah, I think I'm okay selling those. Crude bow has a value. Incense, energetic herbs, spiritual herbs, value. Okay. Crude bow, junk bag. I don't know why it exited the junk bag. I did. But I did. Let's save. That was a pretty smooth fight. I don't want to redo it if I don't gotta. Steel ward. I'll go ahead and give that one to him. Pestle isn't worth anything. If you look inside the box, there is a bronze key inside on a long loop of lizard skin. You pick up the key and pocket it. It will be used automatically when you reach the door and it unlocks. Okay. That is great. That is great. You get the curing potion because he already has one. Leather gloves don't need, or actually, I do need leather gloves. Healing potion, they each have one. I'll give her another one. Copper coins. Fiery wand, ooh. Charges 6. Ability, cone of fire, cone attack, 2265 base damage. I mean, yeah, I'll take that. Kind of feel like I'm missing something there. No? Okay, well. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I would have missed. There was something probably over here I've missed. This cave is clearly used by the residents as a trash pit and probably a latrine as well. There is filth spread everywhere and the smell is almost overpowering. Lovely. The body of a human has been disposed of here. The only visible wound is a pair of small puncture wounds at his ankle. You aren't sure how he died, but you can see his pouch is still intact. I saved recently, so the pouch contains gold, a reasonable amount of it, and a potion as well. However, you now have a good guess of what killed the intruder. Several worms were hiding in the rocks at the edge of the cavern. Ah, well, I mean, this is pretty okay. Yeah, this is pretty okay. I was worried it was going to be something nastier than that. Don't find anything else of interest. Cool. Well, I mean, this is a pretty lucrative cave for me. I don't think there's anything else I could have possibly have missed. Like, this here seems a little weird. And that there seems a little weird. But you're gonna have that. So I think I'm done here. I think I cleared it out as well as it's gonna get cleared. Okay, well let's save because that will conclude that cave. Can't really do much with that. Don't want to move outside of this cave yet. Nephil warrior, Nephil. And murder. Murder. Man, Marion just gets the worst of it. You know, he didn't get hit, of course, but man, it really does want to try to kill him. And I think that is terribly impressive and terribly tragic. I am sure this is going to end up with me dying. But let's check it out. The passage is blocked by a large band of Nephilim guards sitting around a campfire. They look at you with contempt as you approach. Then they decide that you should be punished for approaching so close to their fortress. Yeah, just eliminate one more thing that can kill someone. One, two. Oh. 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 That's a really tragic thing. Man, I hope he doesn't actually get killed. Let's minor heal Marion, because dude just does not know how to live. Gonna start taking those things out. Man, that didn't work out the way I was hoping. Cool. Super dead. Yeah, I think I can just murder those. Yeah. Okay. Hey. That's pretty good. Silver necklace. Okay, so that's just a cloak. Just to be sure. Yeah. Cool. You may continue onwards. That's that was actually a decent fight. So we're gonna save and we're gonna fight the other one. Okay. You die. This will take me 4. Dead. And dead. Cool. So I've mitigated probably the worst of what could happen. Okay, I just missed. Okay, you can die. You can take a fireball. Not die, unfortunately. You really just need to kill him. Because he probably hits a little harder than anyone else does. That should prep him for a one-shot kill. And no reason to waste an energy there. Gold necklace. We will give to him. That gold necklace will also give to him. Those herbs will give to him because apparently we didn't do that earlier. Same with this. Apparently there's a few things I didn't do that I really should have. Continue onwards. And I love that I can heal outside of combat on the main world. So helpful. The only downside is I do not recover energy. Let's find out what their fortress is like. You stand at the entrance to the Nephilim fortress. This crude stone ruin has been occupied by them and is now the center of their occupation in northeast of Avernum. It is here that their warriors get their directions and ride out to cause mayhem. It is also one of the best guarded forts in Avernum. The dark passage ahead reeks of oil and arrow slits line the halls. It doesn't take a wizard to define that from here on there is great danger. You wonder if there might be another way to slip in that is not as well guarded. Okay. So that gives me an idea of what that's going to be. I don't need to deal with that right now. That's not on the docket. Ooh. You have found an abandoned encampment. Supplies are scattered about, but there is nobody here. There are a few worn backpacks by the fire pit. They don't look empty. Search my area. One leathery rucksack contains a gourd filled with a black, gooey substance. You take it. Other than that, you find moldy dried fish and a few crude stone knives. Nothing worth taking. Then, as you start to leave the cavern, you find that the campsite owners have returned. They are armed, filthy brigands, and they don't care for anyone who tries to take what they worked so hard to steal. They react to your intrusion with intense violence. No, we're gonna murder them. Brigands have no place here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And we'll kill the center, and the rest should either fight Marion or fall on Aldous. Apparently the answer is every single one of them that is still alive attacks Marion. It's really tragic. Like, I get the feeling that the game operates on an armor system, that they just detect that he is like the most vulnerable melee person, and so they target him, which is, I guess, mostly fine, but it takes away some of the prospect of like actually positioning your people. I don't know why I'm doing that. That's not what I wanted to do. Let's save. Okay, another camp. At some point, not long ago, a large group of humans or humanoids camped here. Now only a scattered bonfire and a broken knife remain. Okay. See, I know I'm crossing into the more dangerous territory now. But it definitely gives me pause. Hmm. Let's see, where else do I really need to check? That'll probably just get me a shortcut in there. This here will probably just be literally a giant disaster. We are going to probably call the stream soon, but we will give these guys another go, see if I can take them. If I can live the first round, that'll do a lot for me. Cool. Nephilim, Nefar. I don't know why I was thinking doing it that way. Because it is literally a terrible way. That's going to be a death. It is not. And not because I don't deserve one. Man, if he lives, that'll be a miracle. Ooh boy. I bet if I did a couple of saves on this, because I definitely played this badly. Like, I should have did things very differently. You know what? I'm going to take this opportunity to do things differently. I'm going to heal. Miss. Heal. Kill. Kill myself. Okay, so I should be able to... Man, you would think I'd be able to kill one of them. Okay. So, that's another one dead. Ooh, that's rough. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, that's real bad. Yeah. I don't think there's really a point in playing this out at this point. Like, it is unfortunately just not going to be a thing. But, so, we'll load that. So, I will probably do some inventory cleanup in between now and the next game. I will also probably go through and figure out a list of quests that I am ready to turn in and where I can go to turn those in at. I'm also going to search and see if there's something I'm missing on that third shovel, or if I've just been blind. But outside of that, That will wrap up tonight's stream. This will get uploaded to YouTube as a VOD as usual, and thank you guys for joining. I hope you had a good time. Bye.